Hello everyone, welcome to Final Fantasy VII Remake. I am Nerdy Wizard, and today we are going to finish this game.
So if we go through that thing, there's no coming back?
That's what it sounds like.
Cloud, we should go.
I will.
Is it our destiny to defy destiny? It's an interesting question.
Oh. No.
Thank you, Cloud.
Surely the whole point of destiny is that it can't be defied.
Ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Never tried to challenge destiny.
This could well be her last line of defense. It won't be easy. Let's go.
Wouldn't be the first time I spit in Destiny's eye. Whether you can see the seams or you can't, doesn't change that she's always trying to have it her way. Daddy's coming home real soon, honey.
Singularity.
Don't know about you, but looks normal to me.
Over there.
Okay, that ain't right.
What on Gaia is that? That was a pretty cool sequence. Oh no. I thought I could hit R1 to run. It blocked. So I was expecting Sephiroth as a boss. Kind of glad he's not. Kind of surprised he's not.
Happy to see me?
Wouldn't go that far.
So that then. That's a whisper too, huh?
Looks a lot more like an arbiter of fate than the others.
We can beat them.
Hi.
Bring it on!
So I wonder where Aerith and Red have gotten to. Crimson Arc, Thundaga, and Amber Whirl. None of these look like fun abilities to be hit by. An entity from a future timeline that has manifested in the present day. It fights with a sword to protect the future that gave shape to it. An entity from a future timeline that has... It fights bare-handed to protect, so does the next one fight with a gun? Yes. So, I'm assuming the obvious parallels that we are meant to draw are Cloud, Tifa, and Barrett.
Deal with that.
That is certainly, at least, the feeling I've got from this. I don't think I got haste up. Well, we have barrier on. That's at least going to be something. That hurt. You guys aren't doing a whole lot, are you? I really wish Reflect had been a thing. So... Well, that was annoying. Correction. What are you doing? And how do I avoid it?
Come on, that ain't fair.
Run.
You're right there, Cloud.
Bring it.
Nope, still can't hold R1 to dash.
Look out! Run, damn it, run! Move your ass!
That's the second time you've had to save my ass from falling, Tifa. Thank you. Hi again, guys. Can we please stop getting interrupted? Hey, good counter. Ooh, Spirit Siphon might actually be useful here.
Let's be smart.
Is that all you got?
Reformation again. This was some sort of fire attack, wasn't it? Can I get into counter stance quick enough? No. What about now? Yes. That move is actually really useful. And again, I kinda had time. Oh, this is another big one. Wrong way.
Damn it!
We gotta get out of here now.
I mean, it certainly has all the set pieces and bombastic, over-the-top action you would expect from a square final fight. But I'm still not entirely sure what the stakes are. Like, are we changing destiny? Are we saving the planet? What is the outcome of this fight? Also, are you guys different? No, you are the same. Your names just aren't familiar to me. That counter ability is really handy. And another reformation. I can't remember what happens here. Go on, do something. I don't think I can counter a fire rigger. Let's just get the cure off then.
Let's try that again.
Yeah, that is seriously good. I mean, I should probably make the others do something. Can I shoot this? Oh. Interesting. So one of the whispers is down. And the main one has lost some power.
Did we do it?
Hang on! Eric!
What the hell did I just see?
A glimpse of tomorrow if we fail here today.
I think I'm starting to understand the stakes. And I will talk about it later,
Damn it.
because there will be some original spoiler warnings.
The big one is way over there. However,
These guys are right here.
Fuck on this.
Can I counter what you're about to do? I can.
Try this.
Well, I can't do anything with the pressure. But you do get hurt. Are you weak to ice? No, you're just weak to something. I don't know what's coming, but let's just get ready. Correction, this is the big... Yes.
Play your back too
No, I don't think I made it in time. That'll do. I wonder where Tika went. Do I have time to get this off? I do. You know what, let's actually use a potion if we can. I mean, the ATB is gone. There we go. Cloud nearly has a limit break. I'm not seeing a reason to use anyone other than him with that counter stance. Come on, do something. Like, boom!
It's on now.
Do I have to do this?
Now's our chance.
What are you doing, Barrett? I mean, I don't think I would have been able to get off the other move. Infinity's End seemed to do quite alright.
This can't be our future. The future is always a blank page.
Them again? Least they can do is give us a little breather.
I say we split up. Take them down at the same time.
In that case, Ultra Big Boy is all mine.
Bring it on, bitch.
Oh, hi. I think I might have missed that timing.
Eyes on you.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. I'll take care of them. That'll do.
Could really do with getting a prey off. Even if she does have the watered down version.
This one's for you. Go on. What the?
Let's get back to Cloud, our boy. I'm not sure I like the look of this. Oh, you are annoying. I have no idea what you are, but I can tell you're annoying.
Right. We can do this together.
Oh. Bahamut, as formed by the coalescence of three whispers. Whisper Rubrum, Whisper Viridi, and Whisper Crocchio. I mean, let's just break with a limit.
Nothing personal.
Give your best shot. Get him.
Kinda wish I had Bahamut,
One more shot. There.
but this fight is going alright without him.
This one's for you.
Get ready.
See? Ooh, we do, however, have Cure. But I know we have Offense. Nice try, Bahamut. You guys feel weaker than before. Are you all staggered? No, it is just you two. But I think I can get this off.
Show you what avalanche is made of. Got you.
Did we beat him? Think so.
I have no ATB. Whoops. Let's get a summon out here.
Thanks for coming to help.
I feel they have been largely underutilized.
Stay back.
No, did not pull that off in time.
I'm waiting.
Cloud, that was a little bit late, don't you think? Pretty particle effects. Is it? Where's Tifa? There's Tifa. Can you heavily strike our gunner, please? And let us pray.
Stay down, guys.
Like, they're not coming for Cloud. I think they've learned their lesson. Oh wow, that did I just teleport to this fella? Also, I'm starting to doubt that this thing is the final boss, but we shall have to see.
We did it.
So we are slowly sort of coming back in time as we take this thing apart. Each one of those events that we're seeing are closer and closer to modern day, or at least modern day in this game. Oh, we're done.
Time to finish this.
All in all, this wasn't such a bad fight, though.
Get him.
I mean, I don't think I have a way to actually hit you, do I?
That's it.
Unless it's now. And you are done.
Where are we?
I'm waiting, Cloud.
What the hell is this?
This is... Sephiroth.
We have a menu. I'm hoping I got there in time.
Let's finish this.
Fate is not to be taken lightly, Cloud.
And now I feel bad because I'm like, let's not put Elemental into defense on fire. What are the odds he's going to use fire? And he's resistant to near everything. Unable to read, unable to read. Well, let's see if we can... Aha! Aeolian Onslaught. Are we playing Pokemon now?
I'm waiting.
Oh, that didn't. Dodge, out of the way. No, okay.
Cloud. Enjoy it.
Run. No. Oh, I did avoid. And I imagine if I just enter this now... No. A little too early.
Shit.
Have we forgotten already?
This feels very much like... Is this me attacking or is this a cutscene? Right. Let's also take the chance to cure because I'm not going to get an Infinity Zender.
Release within.
So have I now been pushed back to where I was?
Is that it?
Oh, no, there are 2 more hits to that.
Will you weep?
So it seems the whole thing is stagger him to push him further along in the world. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just making a whole lot of assumptions right now.
Need some help?
I mean, not really.
Good to go?
You know it.
Ride for me.
So you are just going to target whoever I'm controlling. That is upsetting.
Hang in there.
What on earth is Hell's Gate? That is Hell's Gate.
I'll be fine.
Okay, let's just go back to the guy who can counter. Tifa, you're right there.
Beg for forgiveness.
I would rather not.
Don't overdo it.
You ready?
And you're staggered. Huh. I like that. Either whoever staggered... Oh no, it's just a team attack. I was hoping that whoever it was that got the stagger is the one who got to do the cool little cutscene. Okay, now we can get a counter up. Maybe? Did that counter?
I see.
You do that, and Tifa, you use up a potion for us, please. Oh, you also had auto cure. I forgot that was a thing.
You're done.
Who joins us now?
Eric! Sorry I'm late.
Let's go.
Enjoy it.
Wind infusion.
I'm waiting. Keep it together.
Okay, let's go. Here goes.
I forgot that you went after whoever was simply... That was not a Roga.
Take it over. Get ready.
Aerith, can you hurry up and get to a prey, please? There's only so long I can keep this going.
It's on you.
Octoslash. Bye, Aerith.
Pay attention.
Ride for me.
Still up for it?
Thundaga. Right.
Gotta be careful.
I mean, thank you for getting in the way, Aerith. Oh, now it's a running fest.
Don't overdo it.
Okay, I cannot outrun that. Good to know.
You're hurt. Get ready.
All I want is a prayer. And that's Aerith dead again.
Been there. No holding back. I see. Is that it?
Can you keep him busy, please? I'm not entirely sure what wins there. Looks like the Octoslash wins.
Kept you waiting?
Oh, the memories.
Lane wall. Hi.
I'm not going out like this.
I'm really wishing we had I believe the word is provoke. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Or the first battle of the series. Let's just do this battle. Hey look, I can hold my sword like that too. I wonder if the implication is that I learnt it from you.
I'll show you what I can do.
Are you even... Oh, I haven't assessed you yet. You are immune to poison. I'm glad I assessed you. Shadow Flare. I can see on the ground where the thunder is going to strike. That took me far too long to notice. Not that time though. That time I can.
Whatever. Get ready. No holding back. Try me.
There's probably a more efficient way to do this, involving staggers and swapping between characters and all the fun stuff. I do not know these ways.
No more games.
Hey, I didn't die.
Oh, the memories.
I'll take care of you.
If you, yeah. That has taken me far too long to work out. If he is in an element, he is likely weak to the opposite element.
Stay strong, okay? Go on! Cut! This one's for you!
You're done. Going all out.
I will go all out. Nope. What a waste of limit break.
Beg for forgiveness.
Keep it together.
I avoided what I could. Uh-oh. That is a countdown. You know what? Why not?
Get him.
You're not still weak to... You're not still fire infusion, are you? No, you are not. And I didn't use my limit. Use the limit!
Okay,
Well, that was upsetting.
Be careful.
It full on looked like Tifa was about to beat Sephiroth. And that would have been awesome. Interesting.
Can you take over for me?
It's on you.
Don't give up. We gotta go. Well, I'll show you what I can do. Stay strong. Okay.
Ifrit, can you plume him, please? Sephiroth defeated.
Welcome back. We can do this. We can. We can change it. Make it right.
Careful now. That which lies ahead does not yet exist. Our world will become a part of it one day, but I will not end. Nor will I have you end.
This is...
the edge of creation. Cloud, lend me your strength. Let us defy destiny together.
Never.
Not yet. Seven seconds till the end. Time enough for you, perhaps. But what will you do with it? Let's see.
Mr. Vice President.
Mr. President. That's right.
Wait. Was that all of them? Hey, Cloud. Do you see that?
Here.
Thank you.
Seriously?
Marlene?
Coming! Daddy?
I'll come back.
So, what now?
Sephiroth. As long as he's still out there,
I thought you beat him.
We can. We will. Count me in.
If it's to be a hunt, you could use a nose like mine.
I'm in too. Bastard wants to destroy the whole planet, doesn't he? An enemy of hers is an enemy of Avalanche.
almost there, Cloud. We're almost there.
I miss it. The steel sky.
I would be lost, drifting alone.
The unknown journey will continue. And I imagine at this point I'm going to have to do a lot of talking just in case Square get a little bit antsy on the playing of this track. So yeah, that was a whole lot to digest. Not sure what I think. I'm going to have to take a day or two, rewatch a few things and get my thoughts together. But certainly the initial thoughts are, and like I say, there are going to be some original game spoilers here, but it looks like that they are taking a different route than the original game, because during the fight against the Arbiter of Fate, every time you broke a piece off and you got those, and the gang got those flashes in their mind, they were seeing parts of how the original game went. The original game's final epilogue was Red 13 running along a valley to a dilapidated Midgar. Cloud and Sephiroth had that sort of one-on-one fight that you saw in the visions. And with them saying that that is the future to come if they fail, tells me that the original game is the future that has already happened. That's the one that's set out in stone, and because that they've now won, they're free to do whatever they want. The fight against Sephiroth afterwards was a bit of a shame because it now feels like we've beat Sephiroth, and I'm not sure that any future fight against him as a final boss is really going to have quite the same impact. Like, if this remake is more than 3 parts, they can't have every part ending with a fight against Sephiroth. That's just going to get boring and repetitive and will lose all meaning. And then finally, that little pre-rendered cutscene. No, it wasn't pre-rendered, I was still using the Twin Fang. That cutscene at the end, at the edge of creation, was almost one-for-one how Cloud and Sephiroth's final showdown went in the original game, with the weird-looking light tunnel and everything. Cloud Cloud was taken to this random place. Sephiroth was there, although he was wearing a lot more shirt in this game. And the two of them had a final sort of, I'd say, fight. It was Cloud using Omni Slash. And at the end of the original game, you win. You kill Sephiroth. And now everything seems to be up in the air. I have no idea why they've brought those parts with Zack in and tried to overlay them. So again, without going too much into it, Crisis Core, the prequel game, focused around Zack. And that scene there with Zack carrying Cloud to Midgar is how Crisis Core ends just before 7 begins. And to now overlay it with how the gang are escaping from Midgar has me confused. And I think part of the problem is the burden of knowledge. To anyone who's not played the original game, who has come into this one blind, then they are going to quite rightly expect Square to answer some of these questions that have been asked in future installments. And that wait for them won't be so bad. The problem is, myself and I imagine everyone else who has played the original game is under the assumption we know what this fate is, what this alternate timeline is. And it could be Square is having a great big old laugh at our expense, and we are completely wrong. But until we're told otherwise, we have to believe that the events of the original game now are a fate that is trying to be defied, or now has been defied. And it is very hard not to compare story beats with the original game, not to be disappointed when things from the original game that we loved don't hold up, such as myself and that scene with the blood trail and the music, and to not worry about where this story that we love is going. And until we're told for sure that they've done like a Star Trek cinematic universe thing in which the two timelines sort of have happened but are separate from each other, so don't worry, the story that you love hasn't changed, then I don't blame a bit of worry. At the same time, I need to sort of open my mind and be willing to experience what it is that Square is going to try and tell us with the rest of this game. Certainly, this entire first installment has been nothing short of a fantastic ride, and I've loved nearly every minute of it. Side quests, additional scenes, additional story. A little bit annoyed that Biggs seems to have survived at the end when they seemed so desperate to kill Wedge off many times and not even a word of Jesse. Not sure what the thinking was there. Yeah, we'll leave that one until we see what happens. But that's left a little bit of a sour taste in the mouth, as I explained when he died, in that if you get someone attached to a character and you kill that character off, and you let your gamers or your viewers or your readers or whatever go through that sort of grieving process and feel that loss, and then without explanation bring them back, I feel like you've done a disservice to the people you've had experience that. I feel that it cheapens the whole experience, and they can't trust you if you try to do it again. I also worry that maybe they're trying to set up being able to reverse other deaths that might have been coming up, but we won't know until we get there. However, these are all minor gripes in what, as I say, has been a truly fantastic experience. I've waited for this game for, let's be fair and just say 10 years between the PS3 tech demo, between the actual announcement that it was happening, and it has not disappointed. If I were to give it an initial sort of score, as it were, trying to be objective and stepping back, 8-9 out of 10 maybe. Certainly a few things that stopped it being perfect. Personally, easily a 10 out of 10. It was everything I wanted and more. It's raised new questions, it's raised new theories, it's given me reason to discuss and think about the game beyond now finishing it. And these are all good things, I hope, in the end. Right, it seems like the main theme song has stopped, so I don't have to ramble about nothing. That said, I'm curious as to what all of you have thought. If anyone has watched this series from start to end who hasn't played the original game and knew nothing about it, what did you think of the remake? To those of you who are fans of the original, what did you think of the remake? What has been your experience with this game? I'd be curious to know. Ah, it's nice to see those three again, even if the game can't decide which ones it wants to live and die. And again, I think I mentioned in the last episode, the addition of Roche in the beginning of the game and then to never see him again strikes me as bizarre and maybe just an excuse to show off, hey, this is what another soldier looks like. Now you've seen it, we can not bother again. Up until near the end of the game when the nameless Mook soldiers turn up, I suppose. But yeah, what a ride. It took us 44 episodes to get here. That is not bad going. So, next for the channel, I think I'm going to keep the focus on these narrative-heavy story games. Certainly the linear experiences, because 7 was a linear game. I'm thinking maybe doing the Yakuza series, maybe doing Judgment, which is by the same guys. I'm toying with the idea of doing open world. I know we have Ghost of Tsushima coming out in July, if all goes well, and that looks like an interesting one to try. Do you guys have any ideas? Anything you'd like to see me play, to commentate, to go through, to experience? I mean, everything is still pretty new in terms of me and my YouTube journey, and I'm willing to give most things a try and see where we land on a final style, as it were. Man, I really should have thought ahead as to what I could talk about during the credits, because I could just, I'm going to let them roll. It would be a disservice to just skip past the names of everyone who's worked on this game. They all deserve to be shown and to be acknowledged. But it's also boring. At least I personally am not always engaged with just scrolling text and music, so I'm trying to give some sort of audio distraction, as it were. And it should be said, to those of you who have watched with me up until this point, thank you for joining me on this journey. Thank you for being a part of the channel. And I hope you stick around. I hope you like what you've seen so far. It means a lot to me that you've made it this far. It surprises me that you've made it this far. How did you do it? How did you do it? I think we should be safe with these backing tracks, which is why I'm giving a bit more silence in between. It's the main theme of Hollow, specifically, that I wanted to talk over. Oh, if the flashbacks here are anything, we should be over halfway now, guys. That is a lot of external companies. I didn't see, I might have to go back and look, whether or not they credited CyberConnect 2, who was the studio initially brought on to work on this game. And if you've played any of the, I believe they're kind of most famous games of the Naruto Ninja Storm games. Certainly they're good at making visually impressive games. But Square eventually took over the project and I believe got rid of most of the work done, so maybe they're not credited. It would have just been interesting to see. A few characters. Sorry, I'm just, as thoughts come to me now, I'm just kind of running them off. There are a few character additions that I would like to see in future installments of the game. There is one fleshed out side character who I would like to see in future installments of the game, and that would be Johnny. Certainly I wouldn't mind running into Leslie again. Kyrie, I think I would be happy not seeing again. And I don't think we'd be seeing Mireille anywhere. Mireille? The Angel of the Slums. I think she will stick to the slums. Marl, she would have been good, but again, I think she's going to stick and help around with Sector 7. But certainly Leslie and Johnny, if they could become recurring characters, that would be fun. So yeah, Sephiroth. Not sure how much a fan, just ignoring the original game, I'm not sure I'm a fan of how much and how little he was used in this first installment. This ability of his to seemingly control the tattooed robed men, the fact that up until the Shinra building, all his appearances served to do nothing, really. I don't think they added to the narrative in any meaningful way. And even the stuff at the end, like, what is it he's trying to achieve? It was just all so confusing. All so confusing. I did have other thoughts. I'm trying to remember my thoughts as I've played, and I probably should have made a note of them somewhere. But certainly as I edit the footage and as I kind of sit down to review everything and write these thoughts down, I'll be able to get them a lot clearer. A little clearer. Maybe. But I genuinely think you could have had this game with no appearance of Sephiroth, because even as a final boss, he makes no sense. And you wouldn't have lost much, maybe? It's easy to speculate. We'll have to see where this story goes to know how relevant he's been in this first part, for sure. I like Rufus. He has been done well. I'm looking forward to seeing more of him and more of his, certainly more of his combat style. Looks like we may be coming to the end of this. But yeah, that's another thing to mention. There is a hard mode / new game plus in Final Fantasy VII. It brings in with it the ability to go through the game as you are. It brings with it new challenges in the, I think maybe the Colosseum, I know for sure the combat simulator, and that brings with it some new bosses. I'm not going to obviously record my entire playthrough hard. I am going to play through hard, but what I might do is record myself taking on some of the tougher bosses like the Hell House and some of the new bosses and sort of upload a compilation. I think what's going to make it even harder is you can't use items, so no ethers for me, which is why I've been so focused on leveling up Prey and Chakra. So yeah, here we are. Chapter selection has now been unlocked. Open the main menu, System, Chapter Select, replay any chapter from the beginning using your current character's weapons and materia. This is a great way to tackle uncompleted quests, find story elements you missed the first time through, and more thoroughly explore Midgar, such as the ability to pick up Tifa's final weapon that I missed, and it was watching my wife Kara again play through to show me how bad I am at exploring. Hard difficulty is now unlocked and can be selected by going to chapter selection and playing one of the chapters. In this difficulty, items cannot be used and only HP is restored at rest spots. However, certain manuscripts are only available in this difficulty setting, which is another point. You cannot fully upgrade your weapons until you've gone through hard to get the manuscripts. I am not sure. Bonus EXP and AP. You'll now earn twice as much EXP and 3 times as much AP. A new combat simulator has become available from Hojo's lab. Okay. The bike minigame can now be skipped from the pause menu. I need to do that for an achievement though. I think, is that it? Are we done? System, play log. And there we are. Odd jobs completed 24 of 20. What? Oh, right. No, yes. Wall Market, Chapter 9. I did Madam M's quests, not Chocobo Sam's. I got all but 3 enemy intels. That is upsetting. And yet I did not assess as many. Interesting. Weapon abilities learned, all but the final. Enemy skills I can only get from hard. Manuscripts obtained. I know I'm missing, I think maybe 1 of Aerith's, and then the rest are done in hard mode. That is a lot. I missed 4 music discs, missed a few dresses, and Chapter 14 resolutions witnessed. Yes, this is something else I noticed. That scene I had at Chapter 14 with Tifa in Aerith's garden. You can either have one with Tifa, one with Aerith, or one with Barrett. I've seen the Aerith one. I will be getting the Barrett one. But yeah, aside from, like I say, maybe doing a compilation of hard mode bosses, that is it for the Final Fantasy VII playthrough. Thank you again for joining me on this journey. I hope you've enjoyed it even somewhat. I have had a blast. And until the next game starts, which will probably be next week, take care all and have a good one. Bye.